Hey everybody, this is Ben with Sparkle Home Washing. This is going to be a really quick tutorial video on how much it is for us to come out and professionally pressure wash and reseal your concrete driveway and your paver patio. Now, the first half of this video is going to be focused only on concrete driveways and how to get a price for that without having to call. And then the second part of the video is going to be the same process, just with paver patios. So if you're here for this video for the pavers, not for the concrete, just feel free to skip to the next section. You'll get all that information in the second half of this video. So one thing I do want to say, guys, is that I do recommend, and now obviously coming from the pressure washing company owner, I would be the one to say this, but I've also seen in many scenarios where it is just much better to have a professional company come out and clean and reseal these hardscapes on your home. And the reason why is because without the right equipment and the right training and knowledge, it is just really easy to mess this stuff up. There's a wide variety of pressure washers. There's a wide variety of chemicals out there, and there's even some companies I've seen that do this stuff a lot cheaper, but also produce, unfortunately, the same result somebody would with just a cheap pressure washer that they found at a big box store. So, but if you're, if you really want this done professionally and you're willing to pay what it costs to do it, I wanted to make it really easy for you to not feel like you have to give us a call and have to go through a big sales process. It's really a simple formula. I've got it all typed out here, and I'm going to show you guys how to get your measurements and how to do all this without even having to give us a call. And then at your own pace, you can reach out and schedule whenever it is you decide to do that. So I want to show you guys really quick just an example of what I was talking about. Now this is a picture where the concrete, when it was wet and it was pressure washed by a wand by hand, it looked phenomenal, but as soon as it dried, it had all those lines on it, and that's because when you're cleaning it, you're obviously changing pressure while you're moving the wand up and down, and you can't see that when it's wet, but when it's dry, unfortunately, those lines appear. It's just a mess, and quite honestly, this is one of the best case scenarios of what happens when a driveway is cleaned and sealed incorrectly. There's a lot worse out there. I just don't feel the need to be dramatic about it. I think you guys get the idea. This is a very real world scenario of what it looks like when it's not done properly. So when we clean your driveway, we put algicide on it to kill the mold, and then we come back the next day to seal it. So let's just jump right into what those services cost. Now, we have two different prices. If you just want to get it cleaned, there's a price for that. If you want to get it sealed, which I highly recommend that, we have a price to do cleaning and sealing. Now, the first thing we need to go over, guys, is we need to find out what the size of your driveway is. Now, you can just call me. I'll go on Google Earth and get that measurement for you, and I'll plug that price into this formula here and give you a price. But if you don't want to call and you feel like you want to give it a shot at doing it yourself, I promise you it's really simple. We're going to go over that right now. So let's just quickly go over the cost of sealing and cleaning per square footage, and then we'll go in and show you how to do it and get that yourself. So any driveway that's 500 square feet or less. Now, I live in Kettering. There's a lot of Huber homes over here. A lot of driveways are 300, 400, 500 square feet, really small driveways. We charge $1.35 to clean and seal those, and then 60 cents just to clean them. Now, anything that's 500 square feet to 1,000, it's 90 cents to clean and seal, and then 40 cents just to clean. Our most popular driveway is over 2,000 square feet, and driveways that are within 1,000 to 2,000 square feet. So with anything under 2,000, but within that 1,000 range, it's 70 cents to clean and seal, 30 cents just to clean. Very real world scenario. We have 1,400 square foot driveways we clean and seal all the time. So this is our most popular price point here. Now, anything over 2,000 square feet, we give you a little bit more of a price break. It's 55 cents to clean and seal, 25 cents only just to clean. So anything over 5,000 square feet, big strip malls, if you're an apartment complex owner, if you're a mall or a hospital owner, I mean, we've gotten calls from all kinds of sources. Just reach out to us directly. We'll go over pricing structure for that. So on those massive jobs. Now, all we need to do, guys, is go to Google Earth. Now, I've already got a home pulled up here. All you need to do is type in your address. Your home pops up on a satellite view like this. Click this little tool right here, this little icon that looks like a ruler, and all you need to do is draw the driveway. Now, your sidewalks and your walkway are free when you choose us to clean your concrete, so all I need you to do is measure your driveway. Your sidewalks and your walkway are included for free. So let's just basically draw and click. So all you do is draw with your little cursor here, and then you click to confirm the point, and then basically all you do is just click, point, aim, and shoot. I mean, it's pretty simple. Now, I know this isn't exact, guys, forgive me, but I'm just for demonstration purposes. And all I need to do is click that last point. Now I've got a measurement. I have 1,149 square feet here. So we're going to go to that, again, most popular, 1,000 to 2,000 square foot price range. Now, if we do a clean and seal on 1150, 1149 times 70 cents, let's do that math. 1149, so at 70 cents, so to clean and seal this full driveway, walkway and sidewalk included, you're right at $804.30. Now, if you just want it cleaned and you don't want it sealed, we'll take that same number, 1149, 30 cents. It's $344.70 to have us professionally come out and surface clean it, pressure wash it, and put an algicide on it to prevent the mold from growing back. So again, if you need help with that or you don't want to measure it yourself, just give me a call. I'll help you out. I'll do it for you. It takes me 5 minutes to do it. But if you don't want to call and go through that process, I totally get it. Just feel free to go on Google Earth, type in your address, measure it yourself. It literally just takes a minute. Hope that makes sense, guys. I hope that helps. Now let's jump into the paver sealing section of this video. All right, everybody, welcome back to the second part of this video. Now we are going to discuss how to get a price to clean and seal your paver patio or driveway. So I assume if you were here just for the pavers, you more than likely skipped the first part of this video on how to get a measurement for your driveway. The good news is it's the exact same thing. We use Google Earth to measure it. I'm going to show you guys how to do that, and then I'm going to give you guys our pricing structure. So all you need to do is find the square footage, and then after you find that, go in and find out how much we charge per square footage, you know, for that piece, and then you'll have a price without even having to call. Now, guys, if you have any trouble with this whatsoever, it is totally okay. No shame whatsoever. Feel free to give me a call. I'll be able to give you a price within just a couple minutes. I just want to make this easier for you guys to do this yourself so you don't feel like you have any pressure to reach out to us and get a price from us. So let's just jump right into it. So all you need to do, now we've got two different options. Now you can just clean the pavers, which is what the right side of the photo is, and then on the left side of the photo is getting them cleaned, resanded, and resealed. Now I think the picture speaks for itself. Having them cleaned obviously looks a lot better than just having black mold and lichen and moss growing in the cracks, which is what the right side is. But if you want to guys take the extra step and you spend the extra money, the sealed section looks dynamically better. This is what gets your neighbors, your friends, and your family to really notice your property. You get all those heads turning and you make some people jealous. So let's just jump straight into how to get a price for this. Now, we'll go over the cost per square foot to clean your driveway. It changes based on how much we're cleaning. So if it's anything under 1,000 square feet, which is most patios, really small driveways, we charge $250 a square foot for sanding and sealing and 85 cents just to clean. Anything within 1,000 to 2,000 square feet, it drops to $1.75 and then $65 just to clean. 2,000 and above is $1.50 to clean, 55 cents to clean only. So all we need to do is go to Google Earth. Now, the first thing you do, I've already got an address pulled up. You go to the search bar, you type in your address, your house will pop up right here. Now, if it's your driveway we're measuring, we can measure this, but since it's typically patios that we're measuring, we're gonna measure the patio first and then the driveway, and we'll show you guys how to get a price for each of those. So I've got the house I want pulled up. Now, to the left over here, there's that little icon that looks like a ruler. So all you need to do is click that. Now, we're gonna take my mouse wheel and we're gonna topsy-turvy, kind of scroll over to this patio as best we can. Now, I'm going to get a measurement for this. Now, if you're like the next door neighbor over here where your trees are completely covering your patio and you can't get a measurement for it, don't fret. It's no big deal. I'm going to show you guys a couple of different patio sizes, and you should get a pretty good idea of what this is going to cost. But if we need to get an exact measurement, we will. But this will give you a pretty good idea. So let's just take the best case scenario. You're able to measure it. All we do is scroll in. We take this, again, we click the little button here, and then we click to create a point, and then we drag it as far as we can and click to create another point. Then we move upwards. We move over to the side and down. I mean, pretty straightforward. Keep clicking until all these points create a shape, which is what this did. So now we've got 294 square feet. Now the good news is, guys, I've actually got an example. So again, if you can't pull up your patio because this is what you're greeted with, it's a pain in the butt, I know. All you have to do, if you can't measure it, is just get a rough idea of how big it is. I'll show you a couple examples. So a 300 square foot driveway, or I'm sorry, patio, this is what it looks like. This is extremely common. 8 out of 10 patios we clean look just like this. If it's around this size, you're going to get a price for that here in just a second. Now, we've also got 600 square foot patios. This is a much bigger pad with a little bit of a fire pit area, very another real world scenario patio that we get. Anything under 1,000 square feet, as listed here in this description, is $2.50 a square foot. So again, if you're lucky, you can just measure it yourself, 294 square feet. Let me do the math. Times $2.50 a square. That would be $735 for us to completely come in, clean it, treat it with algicide, and then come back the next day and put our sand down and then reseal it, and it'll look awesome when it's done. If you just want it cleaned, it's 85 cents a square. So all we do is just take that number, times it by the 294, and it's $249.90 for us to come out and clean it, put algicide on it, and it'll look great when it's done. So, but again, in the scenario that you do it yourself, you're greeted with an issue like this where you just can't get it from Google Earth, the best thing I can tell you is either just give us a call or just take these photos and just try to get a best idea of it. Should give you a rough idea, guys, but just feel free to give us a call and we can confirm that price for you. But 9 times out of 10, you're able just to do this on Google Earth. It's a pretty straightforward process, and unless you have a lot of trees, then just do the best you can to get an idea with those photos that I gave you. So we're going to move over to the driveway now, and it's the exact same thing. All I need to do, let me click my little icon again here, and we're going to measure this together, and I'll show you guys how easy this is. So I just click the little measuring icon here. Let me pull this back in. Now we're going to do the exact same. If I could get this to work. There we go. Okay, so let's click here. We're going to draw another point. Probably going to zoom in so I can see it a little bit better. And this doesn't have to be perfect, guys. I mean, once we're just getting a rough idea here. Okay, looks like my drawing skills are pretty good today, which is great. Well, and that's not perfect, but what I can do is I can just click and hold, and I can kind of move it around as best I can, as you see here. So this is 1,400 square feet. So as we're aware, the price now changes because it's over 1,000 square feet. So all I need to do is, again, this formula will be pasted underneath this YouTube video. You'll have all the information right in front of you. So now we're within the 1,000 to 2,000 square foot range. So we take $1.75. We're going to times that by 1,416 square feet. So this driveway, and let's do a much better image here. Let me pull this in. It's a pretty good sized driveway. If this was paver, I mean, this would obviously look a lot different. It's obviously concrete, so it's not the same, but we're just pretending this is a paver driveway. This full driveway would be $2,478 for us to completely sand, clean, and reseal. Now, if you just wanted it cleaned, we would only do 65 cents. And we're going to times that by the same 1,416 square feet. So that would cost you $920 for us to fully come in and completely re-clean it. So if it was paver, not concrete. Concrete cleaning, it's a lot less expensive. It's a whole different process. Paver is just a 4-step, just very long, drawn-out process. So that's why it costs a little bit more than doing concrete. So guys, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you guys a rough idea of what to expect as far as having a professional come out and professionally re-clean it, re-sand it, and resealing goes. If you have any questions, if you guys need anything, just feel free to reach out to me. My number is 937-723-1834. Another thing you're going to notice too from watching this video, if you got one of our mailers, if you've seen one of our advertisements, there's a $100 coupon that we're running. All you have to do is click the link or scan it on the QR code if you got one of our mailers. It'll instantly apply a $100 discount to the formula that we have listed here. So, and that'll be your price for us to come out and clean and reseal or just clean your hardscape. So, hope this was informative, guys. I hope this helps. If you need anything, reach out. We'd love to help out in any way we can. And have a great week. Thank you.